Let's come to the hiring part.
Sure.
You started your journey in 2007 and it's 26, like almost 20 years. What do you think how the hiring process is changed? And is Indian talent is ready for this kind of change which is happening in the global market?
I feel it's absolutely, and it's a great question. Indian talent ready here, and it's better than the talent you see in the US or other markets. People have a lot of resistance for change. Indian people are quick in adopting change, also implementing and executing things.
You might have interacted with so many young minds. What thing in the present you see is lacking in those professionals जिसकी वजह से उनको rejection face करना पड़ रहा है?
Rejections are happening because of people are focusing on only certification and learnings.
Is master's degree still relevant? When you sit on the either side of the table, what you look into the candidate, like what kind of qualities you are, mention any 5 which you think are most important while you are interviewing anybody.
So one is your transformation mindset. Second is about your confidence. Third is about your communication. Fourth thing is fire in the belly, your zeal. Fifth thing is about your ambition. So always remember these 3 words, PTK. Patience is the key.
Hello sir.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
कैसे हैं sir?
I'm good, thank you.
All right. So guys, we have Sikandar sir with us today. He is Director Global Operations at Flywire. He has experience in companies that are dreams of many. So he has worked as the HR manager at Microsoft, HR lead at Amazon, at Emirates and IBM and many more companies. So आज जो वो experience हमारे साथ share करने वाले हैं, that is something which is very valuable and that is going to guide you and give you the perspective which might change your career. So be very careful while you listen this. Take notes if necessary and stay till end so that each and every question, for each and every question you get the scenario or you get the basic answer for every doubt you have in your mind. So I welcome you sir to this platform, to Athens, and I'm hoping and wishing कि आज हम अपने conversation के through बहुत सारे student को inspire कर पाएंगे and आपकी जो 19 years की journey है उसको यहाँ पे हम I know it is impossible to narrate all the experiences and all the journeys which you had, but yeah, we'll try to at least get a gist of what you have experienced into your life and guide some people in a righteous way.
Absolutely, Devanshi, and thank you very much for inviting me and also having me here. And it's a pleasure. I love talking about a journey I experienced. I want to share that with the audience or students who had aspirations, who want to make their career. And there are a couple of things I want to talk about, a life journey and the practical example which will help them to excel. So thank you. हिंदी में थोड़ा सा ये है लेकिन it's okay, means I can talk. So I started my journey back in 2007. So before that, I also struggled.
All right.
And my journey had been, it wasn't an easy kind of task. So when I started, it was like, there wasn't like the boom we see in the Pune and other markets in tier 1 cities in Hyderabad, Bangalore, or other cities. It wasn't there that time. It was just a call center culture or the BPOs or ITS enabled companies or small IT companies. They were just coming that time. And in 2008, that big recession happened.
Right.
So when I started with the small kind of gesture. So before that, after my college, I studied for UPSC.
Okay.
So I have done
you were
like
UPSC aspirant.
yeah. For 2-3 years I spent in doing it.
All right.
Unfortunately, I failed in
So
lot of attempts.
fortunately, you succeeded in life.
So a lot of attempts I gave, and in the Maharashtra Public Service Commission also I appeared. 3 years I studied very hard because my father served army for longer years, and he always wanted me to become an officer. An army staff officer or any kind of class 1 officer. I tried my luck. I was there in the Pune, Sadashivpet, where you have all this competitive classes. So I joined them. I have done the foundation course. Unfortunately, that time the coaching wasn't that great, and then surrounding. So your surrounding makes you something better in life. But I did not had. I had good friends there, but they were like too old for me. I was just kiddo, just
Yeah.
college pass
Yeah,
out, right?
yeah.
I was too young. So my surrounding wasn't that great. So I did not get that nurturing at how to scale and understand the competitive exams. And I tried my luck. I tried all the army exams like CDS and then NDA
Oh my God.
after 12, and then UPSC prelims. And
Hmm.
I cleared one UPSC prelims
Okay.
and I failed in main exam.
All right.
So then I decided, no, this is not something is sustainable for longer time. I need to have some backup plan because I did not had a kind of a degree where I can go for some IT kind of company. So I had degree of microbiology. So again, I
Okay.
dropped out from my. So I had a dream of pursuing MBBS, and but unfortunately that could not happen. So I had to move to Pune, and then I started like after graduation I started this competitive exams. So I did not had any paths that time. I did not had any mentor to coach and guide me that okay, this is the path you need to take and then you can move forward. But then I some intuition was there inside me and I thought okay, let's try going into corporate. So I started giving a lot of interviews. So in initial phase of my life, in like first 3 to 6 months, I failed in a lot of interviews. So I started preparing more on the communication, confidence, and all that part. So then one fine day on 2nd February 2007, that opportunity got clicked and I got selected for IBM. And that time IBM was like a great company
Great
to work for,
company.
and still
It is.
IBM it's a great company.
Yeah.
So I joined them for like back office operations, worked there for like around 3 years. Those 3 years kind of a foundation
you.
for me and shaped me because I got good mentors there, and one mentor can change your life.
Yeah, I completely agree. Sir, I'm just so amazed hearing this. You started from microbiology. I am also a biotech student, so I relate to that because I believe that biology students के लिए ज़्यादा opportunities है नहीं until unless you are doing MBBS.
Yeah.
And having a dream to be a doctor, then you gave so many government exams, having that pressure from family. Because I can understand कि अगर आप गवर्नमेंट जॉब वाली फैमिली से उस बैकग्राउंड से हो तो यू हैव दैट काइंड ऑफ प्रेशर इन माइंड कि हाँ अगर पापा ने किया है एंड दे वांटेड मी टू डू सो आई हैव टू ट्राई माय बेस्ट एंड देन फेलिंग एंड देन अगेन रीस्टार्टिंग योर करियर it's just so overwhelming. I don't know how to say this, but I just feel कि इतने सारे rejections को सर कैसे handle करते हैं?
That's like something I learned it by my own, and see that if rejections are happening for life, they'll teach you. They'll teach you to come back more with more confidence, with more energy. So I had a lot of failures. Those were like initial failures of life. I don't consider them as failures. Those were learnings for me. With no direction. I did not had any direction that time. And people, if you have a mentor or if someone is coaching you, focusing on you, nurturing you, and giving you some insights about market, about your confidence, about how you communicate, how you kind of upscale yourself, then you have to take advantage.
Yeah, right. Because when you see the Gen Z generation of today, they want everything so faster. There is so much lack of patience in them कि अगर इंटरव्यू आज दिया है तो कल रिजल्ट बता दो. एंड वेयर इन पीपल लाइक यू जिन्होंने इतने लंबी ड्यूरेशन तक पेशेंस से किसी चीज़ के लिए काम किया है एंड कंसिस्टेंटली काम किया है एंड देन यू हैव अचीव्ड समथिंग. प्लस वन मोर थिंग आई वांट टू ऐड कि पीपल जज कि हाँ मेरा एक एग्जाम क्रैक नहीं हुआ या मेरे 10th में परसेंटेज अच्छे नहीं आए सो मेरा लाइफ में कुछ नहीं हो सकता. एंड देन यू आर अ लाइव एग्जाम्पल कि इतना कुछ नहीं होने के बाद यू हैव अचीव्ड सो मच इन योर लाइफ. लाइक फर्स्ट हाफ ऑफ योर लाइफ वाज completely different,
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
second half of your life is completely different, which I guess you have built by your hard work. Your hardships have taught you that. But sir, kudos to your life. I'm like, seriously, I'm so astonished that you have done so much in your life.
I believe everyone should have a story to tell, and I have story to tell.
Yeah.
I was good at studies, so my 10th, 12th, and graduation, I was good, studious student. But I did not had the opportunity at town, so I came here. So that 3 years shaped me into the kind of going to corporate, learning about things, and always like upskilling. And that time, I kind of saved some money and completed my MBA.
Yeah, yeah.
So when I've done that, I came back again. I took a break of like 3 months, and then I joined this company called ADP. So ADP is like payroll and HCM provider. So it's a best company to work for. I spent 6.5 years in ADP.
Okay.
ADP Hyderabad in Pune. So that time when I joined IBM, there was something inside me that okay, if I couldn't do the civil services, but that leadership
It's still there.
stuff, yeah, that was there, and I wanted to lead. So within like 1 year, I performed, and I know that okay, this is the path I want to take. And 18 months, I got promoted to the lead role. Since then, I'm leading people. So since then, I got in this art and science of people management.
Yeah.
Then I moved to ADP. I worked there for 6.5 years, leading US clients, a great complex payroll, HCM platforms, some technical skills also I absorbed. And then during that time also, there was conscious kind of push inside me that okay, you are not meant to do this for a longer time. You are meant to do something else. So I again started studying about competitive exam, and I cleared this police sub inspector exam in 2010.
Oh my goodness. All right.
So with job, I was doing that as well. So
I cannot imagine how much IQ you are having. Which doing competitive exam along with your job,
yeah.
was it easy?
It wasn't easy. My client, my shift used to start from 6 o'clock in the evening, because
Okay.
then the US people wake up, right? Then all stakeholders and all of that.
Mhm.
I have done my MBA like that only.
Okay.
So I did not quit my job. So I have done MBA full time. Plus, I was doing this competitive exam studies, and I got
Nice.
selected in the final phase of the round. And there's a list on the website of MPSC. So if you search there, my name will appear. So I got selected for the final stuff. But before they could offer me, I was doing well at ADP. So I thought, no, now if they're offering me also, I don't want to go there. So
Then why give the exam?
I gave it because I wanted to test myself and see that okay, you're not a failure. It's just that the timing was different. You did
Yeah.
not have a right coaching or mentorship or the surrounding. Or if that time if someone could have helped me to move to Delhi or some good places where you have the surrounding makes a lot of difference.
Yeah.
You
of
can't
course.
sit at the place where it's a remote place and you try to find out that okay, you will become something. No, you need to have that competitive environment where you will work with the team or the members like you, and that will give you a lot of confidence.
Exactly.
So then I quit. I did not go for it. And 2010 to 16, I worked for ADP. And after 2016, I got a call from Amazon. So they were building their center for HR operation. That's when from ADP I started HR operation. So operation means you manage like all the employee life cycle events. So from the onboarding to retirement, all the system administration, employee data management, and all that part we manage in. So I was managing that team, and they were hiring to set up this center in Bangalore. So I was the first one who got selected to lead that. There were like 5 different managers, but I was one of them. So in the batch of that 5, I was one of them. So I got that opportunity, and first time through Amazon, I moved to US. I had the opportunity to work in US for 6 different states I traveled.
Wow.
I've been to the place where the corporate office is, Seattle. I have had the opportunity to see Jeff Bezos and his leadership team. And then some town halls I attended, then some conferences I attended. Then I moved to Costa Rica for the transition and transformation. Then that journey become kind of more diverse and more global, because ADP was like kind of I was getting work, but it was happening through only India location I'm delivering them back. But in
Mm-hmm.
Amazon, I got that flavor, and Amazon is a different company. Amazon is not easy company to work for. It's very peculiar, unstructured company. But if you work in Amazon, you know the culture, you have those 14 leadership principle they have now. I think it's 15. But if you learn those leadership principle and survive there, you can survive anywhere.
All right, okay. Some people might have Amazon as their dream company. So उनके लिए क्या guidance होगी sir? If they want to enter in the company, what kind of motivation they must have, what kind of attitude they must carry?
They should carry, so more than a company, I feel, is culture.
Yeah, right.
So your culture eats strategy at the breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
So you cannot go into the culture where you will not have a right opportunity, you will, or you will struggle to kind of do a lot of innovation. So if you have a spark of ambitious innovation and have a confidence, and if it is companies is like nurturing you in that way and culture is great, that's your dream company. So I would call, if you're coming and enjoying your work every day, that's your dream company. So I
Yeah.
worked with Amazon and Microsoft, top two companies in the world, but it doesn't give me that feeling that, okay, I feel proud about it. Of course, I've spent 10 years in these two companies, but I still feel there were like companies like ADP, then the Nuance Communication, which was part of, now is part of Microsoft. I feel those were like better than Amazon and Microsoft. Of course, Amazon, Microsoft give you a lot of exposure,
Mm-hmm.
confidence, a lot of travel, a lot of different projects, but that's not something people. You should have big aspirations and dreams, but you should not run behind.
Yeah, right. My next question would be related to that only. So I have seen people, like, we are a training institute. So we kind of offer different kind of opportunities to the students who are passing out. So कई बार ऐसे होता है, I have seen it myself, कि स्टार्टअप में अगर कुछ अपॉर्चुनिटी आई, इनिशियल फेज में अगर 6-7 लाख का पैकेज मिल रहा है, बट दे आर लाइक वी वोंट टेक इट, वी वांट अ ब्रांड नेम टू लाइक स्टार्ट विद. सो दे आर लाइक हमें तो आप बड़ी ही कंपनी दो, वी वांट टू वर्क विद एक्सेंचर, इन्फोसिस ओनली, or some these kind of perspectives run in their mind, and they actually let go of the opportunity in hand. So what kind of attitude is this right approach? Basically my question will be.
Depends. I don't see it's a wrong approach either, because people have aspiration, they want to showcase their experiences. They start with a great company because the learning opportunities, because the brand name, because of new technologies and innovation happening there. But अगर छोटा company भी है, मतलब कोई startup भी है, it's fine to take it. Means and there's no harm, because startups teach you more than what big companies teach. The big companies have a lot of big clients, एक structured उनका mechanism होता है, but in startup you get to learn many things. You can try and test, fail, then try. A lot of innovation happens there, right? And if you're enjoying that, I feel there are a lot of and there's a reverse, means people, as part of HR, I have seen it. When people leave Amazon and Microsoft, they go and join startups. A lot of people do that.
Oh.
So, an average, people stay there like 3, 5, 10 years, and they move back to the small companies. Because
Why so, sir?
people always want to become a big shark, in small well
Okay. Okay, I got it.
or
I got
pond.
it. Yeah.
People don't want to become a small fish in big pond.
All right.
So you become a small fish in big pond. So visibility is not there. There are a lot of people like you, but in small companies, there are only few people and you're visible. So
Yeah.
you and every individual on this earth required pat on their back. So end of the day, if you're not getting rewarded and if you're not getting pat on your back, and so you don't enjoy.
Yeah, right. होता है सर एक्चुअली बेसिकली ये चीज़ आई हैव सीन. एंड अभी आपने बोला, एड्रेस किया, तो मुझे रियलाइज़ हुआ कि जब आप बहुत बड़ी बड़ी कंपनीज में होते हो, देयर इज सो मच मैन पावर ओवर देयर एंड यू आर जस्ट निग्लेक्टेड. I won't say that neglected is the right word, but you're just a part of a crowd. But when you come to a startup or a smaller company and there you perform, your work is like awarded,
Yeah,
acknowledged basically.
absolutely.
So that is something every human craves at the end of the day. Okay, all right. Okay, let's come to the hiring part.
Sure.
You started your journey in 2007 and it's 26, like almost 20 years.
Yeah.
What do you think how the hiring process or the hiring scenario is changed? And is Indian talent, specifically Indian talent, is ready for this kind of change which is happening in the global market?
I feel it's absolutely, it's a great question. Uh, Indian talent ready here,
Okay.
and it's better than the talent you see in the US or other markets.
Oh my God, sir.
People have a lot of resistance for change.
Mm-hmm.
Indian people are quick in adopting change, also implementing and executing things.
All right.
A lot of countries are dependent on India for their outsourcing,
Mm-hmm.
for the cost effective quality work we do initially, and it evolved. The hiring pattern evolved from 2007 to now we're talking 2026.
Yeah, right.
It evolved. Initially it was only a BPO culture where you if you have a good communication, you talk in English or a good language, and you talk to customer, that's what they needed.
Mm-hmm.
They would not see that you are a undergrad or your percentage
Mm-hmm.
or what technical skills you have. They just want someone who can manage that call and have a good documentation,
Yeah.
and then customer service and all of it. Then it got transformed to something where they want someone who can manage more holistic kind of customer service. So you can manage email,
Mm-hmm.
chat, call, and back office work also.
Yeah, right.
Initially when it started, it was like separate. Now again it evolved. They would need some technical skills also, so they would need some people who are tech savvy, who can understand troubleshooting, right, who can do IT troubleshooting. The development, software development part, when it started in India, so it was kind of the outsourced work from them, that we will do a coding, we develop software, and we give it back to them. Now it's happening like holistically, end to end. And that is how now the hiring also evolved. So companies have a different patterns in hiring. What Amazon hires versus Microsoft is different. The strategies are different, right? The skill set they would need and see in people are different. And then startup, they need someone with ambition, someone with a lot of innovation, thoughtful process, and then a lot of confidence. Microsoft would need little brain where you have a technical kind of knowledge, and also a part of where you can deal with the client, you can actually execute things in minimal time. I would suggest people who are starting their career, if you're getting opportunity to work with consulting firm, so I would choose Deloitte, Accenture, Boston Consulting Services, Ben Company, or company like do EY, a service provider company, but into consulting, and they pay good salaries. So Accenture, if you're getting into those company, the learnings are amazing. They do a lot of internal certifications. They work on your skills, right? They all actually spend time on building your career. But when you join the company like Microsoft, Amazon, they will also do it, but the space, because those are the product companies. Those are an in-house company. They do not have any client. It's only for their own product they build, right? But for these companies, they have many clients. So the client relationship, stakeholder engagement, change management, communication, strategy, transformation, you learn a lot there.
But people target more for the product companies as they offer a lot better than the service based companies. So they have a myth in mind कि हाँ product based में जाना है. So अगर हम सर्विस में काम कर भी रहे हैं तो भी हमारा टारगेट प्रोडक्ट बेस्ड कंपनी ही होनी चाहिए. बट दे फॉरगेट दैट हाँ कि लर्निंग आपकी कहाँ ज़्यादा हो रही है. एंड आई गेस IT इज ऑल अबाउट लर्निंग. Each and every day new technology is coming and you have to evolve with that. Sir, अभी ऑफ कैमरा आप मुझे बता रहे थे that you are having 2 master's degree and one from IIM कोलकाता. पहले तो मुझे IIM कोलकाता के बारे में जानना है कि how is that environment. Secondly, my question is master's degree still relevant? निखिल कामत सर ने बोला था कि मास्टर्स करना is like of no use nowadays because skills are mattering more than degree. So for these two questions, I want your opinion.
Yeah, it's depend. Again, it's not something I invest in education a lot. I believe people who have patience and who want to learn, they will do masters. Nikhil, Kamath, or other kind of entrepreneurs may have different mindset or different opinion about it, right? Mark Zuckerberg is also not, he's a college dropout, right? And there are a lot of people who had built their kind of career without having a degree.
Right.
That's fine, but I believe education gives you a confidence. Education gives you, so my interest, so I was always like in studies, right? So I like to study, so I'll be pursuing PhD now.
Oh.
And then I want to do more, so I don't waste my time in kind of not in year that I had time that I wasted. I keep on learning and adding something in my knowledge. So that's a need of an hour. For them, it's not, means they are already built something, and this they kind of started with selling something, and they got business, and their entrepreneurship is going well. So they don't need it, and they may not have time to do it. So the timing is also important, right? And your interest. So my interest is to learn and do this master. And during lockdown, when I got admission in IIM Kolkata, it was lockdown time.
Okay.
And I've done like all online this strategic human resource, and I got 5 days in campus and then convocation in campus. But I got the same exposure what I am regular MBA student do, because I had already MBA degree previously, so I wanted to go for a little extra,
yeah.
where experienced people come. So it was a batch of 30 members with 10-15 years of experience. So it was a batch where I learned through the peers also, my batchmates also. It's not through only academics. So it gives you a lot of exposure in learning what is happening in surrounding, and not specific to your own business.
Yeah. All right. So थोड़ा पीछे चलते हैं. Let's talk about Microsoft, as you have already worked over there. How was that experience? As it might be a dream company of many others. So let's talk about how was your experience over there, and how is it as a company?
So when I was part of Nuance Communications, when I left Amazon, I joined Nuance Communications.
Okay.
It's very innovative AI healthcare company.
Okay.
And they are
AI healthcare.
Yeah, AI healthcare. They use AI technology and software in healthcare.
So I would like to know more about this AI in healthcare.
Yeah. And they have a lot of kind of products where they help doctors and patient for if I have a problem. So patient will just kind of talk to that software or give some sign languages. It will convert into a kind of file and it will give it to patient. It will save a lot of time. Similar with doctor, when they want to do diagnosis, in their diagnosis, they will ask like few questions, and then AI will generate a report for them. And there are a lot of other products they have, and those were good products. And therefore, when I joined Nuance, it was a great experience, great company to work for, where I found my mentors there. And then one day, like in rainy days only, there was an email that Nuance and Microsoft is going through one strategic partnership. I don't know, my intuition or manifestations like are on the stronger side. So when I manifest something, after 3 months, there was an announcement that Microsoft acquired Nuance as a company.
Okay.
But then Microsoft happened. It wasn't accidental. I was manifesting it, but the entire company gone through the merger acquisition. There were a lot of layoff in my team. A lot of people laid off. But I applied them with my networking, and that's a point I wanted to talk about networking. So I network with person in Mexico. She and I applied as external to them before even acquisition. So as the first employee in entire Nuance company who got hired as a cross company hire to Microsoft.
Oh.
So then I moved to Mexico.
Okay.
So I had the opportunity to lead HR operations team in Mexico as a senior service line manager. It was a great responsibility as a site lead. And then for Mexico, I moved to Manila to build this HR scale services center from scratch.
Sir, how is that feeling of working on such a great platform and dealing with such a great stuff? I don't know, Mala, I'm little smaller than you, and I'm quite little less experienced. But I just want to know how does it feel to be on that top, and how to handle those kind of responsibilities.
I feel I was fortunate, and God has been kind in giving me those opportunities, because a lot of people struggle to
Exactly.
reach to that level, and they get opportunity. So I got it, and I moved. When I moved, this one I'll tell you one mindset story. Okay, so if you know who is the fastest animal in the jungle, fastest one,
Cheetah,
cheetah.
I guess so.
Yeah. Okay. और सबसे strong
In jungle, I guess elephant.
elephant. Yeah. Smart
Smart,
monkeys,
I guess so.
fox, right?
Yeah,
Smart.
monkeys.
Who lives more years, like
Turtle.
turtle, or there are other animals? Elephant also, right?
Elephant, yeah, elephants also.
Who's the tallest one? Giraffe.
Giraffe.
All these animals have some qualities.
Uh-huh.
All of them.
Right, right.
Who can fly? Birds.
Birds.
Who's poisonous?
Snakes.
Snakes. All these, every animal
Eh,
comes with the quality. So, but lion, if you see lion, he doesn't have any quality. If you look at it, he is not fastest. He is not a big. He is not strongest. He
Tallest.
can't run. Tallest
fly.
नहीं है. इतना ब्रेनी भी नहीं है जितना जैकल और दूसरे मंकीज होते हैं. टीम में भी नहीं है. These all animals, they have a team. वो हमेशा झुंड में रहेंगे. Lion doesn't have any quality. इसमें से एक भी क्वालिटी नहीं है. लुक में भी ऐसा कुछ है नहीं. It's just that we created that. Okay. लुक में तो elephant look better than any other animal, right? It's a goddess face also, right? But snake or any reptile or जो animals होते, they look more scary than lion. Lion के पास ऐसा क्या है? And strongest जो होना है, वही जंगल का king होना चाहिए.
I guess.
पर king कौन होता है? Lion होता है. Lion is king of the jungle because of his mindset. He think that he is a king of the jungle.
Yeah, right.
He think that okay, ये qualities नहीं हो फिर भी मैं king हूँ. And nobody mess with lion. And he always try to live alone. और उसके जो भी lioness रहेंगे उनके साथ झुंड में कम ही रहता है.
He lives like a king.
He lives like a king, and he do not appreciate if someone is coming into his boundary. अगर दूसरा lion आ गया तो वहाँ पे survival हो जाएगा. फिर fight होगा और एक lion ले लेगा वो जगह, और वो lion के साथ फिर lioness और पूरा family. And he lives shorter life. और जब वो जाएगा भी लाइफ से तो वो ऐसे वेजिटेरियन या कुछ खा के या कुछ नहीं, he will die without food.
Yeah, right.
But he live with that mindset. Everyone in that animal jungle planet, they call him as a king of the jungle, and humans also call him as a king of the jungle because of his mindset. So when you go enter in any company, work in any startup or big company, you need to have that lion mindset. But qualities of these all animals will help you when you work in team. You need to be a good team player, right? When you work in some project, you need to apply some intelligence, right? When you talk to the client, you need to have that stakeholder engagement. So ये qualities होना चाहिए, लेकिन mindset lion का होना चाहिए. So when you go to the bigger platform, so when I address a lot of meetings, ad hoc meetings or some meetings planned, but I wasn't sure that I will be able to deliver or not at that level and position. So then I thought about this theory. Okay, my confidence will make me something different in that room, and I always find elephant in the room. So who's the elephant in the room? So when I enter, I know that these are the people who I need to take care of, right? I need to learn that part also. So that corporate life, when you work with Microsoft, Amazon, or different culture, and I'm fortunate that I got this opportunity to learn different cultures, a diverse background. not in India. How
Hmm.
team works in Mexico, what is their thought process, right?
Right.
What are their aspirations, culturally how diverse they are, right? So I learned that part also when I was in Mexico, then in Manila, then moved to Dubai with
Dubai, yeah,
Emirates.
yeah.
So different cultures taught me that okay, there are a lot of things we need to learn as a leader and see that how we can find a way. So I am fortunate that I got those international opportunities.
It's a great analogy, and I'll remember till my last breath, I would say, because it is something I never thought of. That is the beauty of having conversation. I told you I am having so many conversations with people like yourself. Every conversation, every person who's sitting in front of me teaches me something which keeps, what should I say? It just molds me in some way, और इट जस्ट इंक्रीजेज माई. मैं सिर्फ ये नहीं बोलूँगी कि नॉलेज बढ़ रही है, मेरा एक्सपीरियंस बढ़ रहा है.
Absolutely.
Every mind is having a different kind of perspective, and it's giving me a insight that is helping me to live a better life, I would say. And I'm just grateful to be part of Ethan's and who's giving me this kind of opportunity. Anyways, coming back to the podcast. So you might have hired so many, you might have interacted with so many young minds. What thing in the present you see is lacking in those professionals, जिसकी वजह से उनको रिजेक्शन फेस करना पड़ रहा है?
I believe hiring strategies has like lot of dimensions and dynamics also. It has changed over the period of time. But what I feel in the new hiring kind of techniques of when people are hired, when I see the candidate in first 2 minutes, I know that I'm hiring this person.
Within 2 minutes?
2 minutes. How do I do that? Because when you do the sourcing screening, so your TA partners will help you for the screening sourcing. They have done their job, right? And they have shared that with you, that as a hiring manager, you take it. So that part is already complete. I scan the profile. I would see that, okay, in a minute or two, this profile is okay. When I'm talking to that person, when they start in 2 minutes, I decide that this person is going to make it or not. Although, like, if I'm not at the position to hire it, or there are other panels also who will take the decision, then it will happen through the debrief. Then we'll discuss. We will stack rank the candidate, and then we'll see that okay, this candidate is better. This candidate have some skills and some they can add value to it. In 2 minutes, I see if that person is actually talking something which he can execute. What is happening here is rejections are happening because of people are focusing on only certification and learnings. People are not focusing about and making CVs and stuff.
Beautiful CVs.
Yeah. And those beautiful CVs will not work until like you talk about it and make sense out of it. If I give you an example, I want so an answer that okay, I call one candidate and just interview and tell me about yourself. When you start, people start with all the enthusiasm, this, that. When I start with the second question in the second minute, I talk about okay, what project you contributed and what was the situation. Have you had a chance to challenge the status quo, or what is the a point where you feel that okay, you feel proud about some project. If that person is giving me an example, the real time example, नंबर की ज़रूरत नहीं है, बहुत जैजी बड़े चीज़ों की भी ज़रूरत नहीं है. बहुत से सी में 90% ऑफ टाइम प्रोजेक्ट फेक होते हैं, ठीक है, और रियल टाइम एग्जाम्पल उनको
And that time HR knows.
और
It is faking me.
रिजेक्शन हाँ वो तो हमारा काम ही है ना. सो वी नो दैट ओके, ये जो प्रोजेक्ट है ये ऐसा ही है. देन वी डाइव डीप, वी टेक सम इनसाइट, देन वो आता ही हो. बट इट डजंट टेक लॉट ऑफ टाइम.
So guys, be aware. HR knows everything.
उतना टाइम लेकिन 2 मिनट में फर्स्ट इफ दैट पर्सन इज एबल टू मैनेज द स्टार मेथड, लाइक एक सिचुएशन है उसमें आपका क्या कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन है, एंड देन सम रियलिस्टिक एग्जाम्पल दैट हाउ इट हेल्प और एडेड वैल्यू टू योर प्रोजेक्ट और कंपनी, देन वो वहीं पे सिलेक्शन. एंड communication is not flawless English or fluent communication. We are not born in English environment, right? We learned it. And some people, if they have average communication skills but good ambitious innovation and thought process, we take them.
All right. So it's not about being perfect. It's more about telling what you have done in a righteous
Telling
way.
the story and journey. You tell me your journey, I'll hire you.
All right. Okay.
And then people nowadays have a lot of kind of lacking in patience.
Yeah.
So always remember these three words: PTK. Patience is the key.
Okay.
So one rejection can define you.
Mm-hmm.
That okay, you will not be able to make it, because if you're hiring for Python or SQL or any Azure platform, and they're hiring cloud engineer, of course they're hiring one or two positions, they're not hiring in bulk. There will be a lot of people who are coming, and hiring decisions are made not on favoritism or unconscious biasness.
Yeah. Right.
They will be on the performance of what you actually do, and more interviews, rejection will give you more confidence. It will
Right.
give you a lot of learning, but it's not that every time you go and you come up with the rejection. You have to learn through it, analyze what went wrong or what could have been better, and then you can do your own self analysis and things will.
All right. So many of Indians or students want to go to abroad just to work in, I don't know, this is कि हमें foreign जाना है वाला एक scenario. What they say in I don't remember that quote, but हाँ on site जाने का अपना ये अलग craze है लोगों के mind में. So I just want कि आप उनकी थोड़ी help करें और बताएं कि how it is better than India, और इंडिया में रहकर भी अगर वो काम कर रहे हैं तो like it is okay, or shall they have that kind of aspiration to go abroad?
एस्पिरेशन करियर को लेके तो आई डोंट बिलीव कंट्री डिफाइंस दैट, और आई विल नॉट लाई, मैं तो झूठ नहीं बोलूँगा, लेकिन दूसरे कंट्रीज आर बेटर टू
Okay.
टू लिव, मीन्स
Lifestyle wise.
lifestyle, infrastructure, all that part, the way you want it, right? And work भी और काम भी वहाँ पे ऐसे होता है कि you can do like work life balance, you can do things what you love and want it. Their identity is not, so if I ask you who are you, so I'll tell her I'm a software developer. If same question if I ask some German or some American people, they will tell I'm a passionate blogger, or they'll say that I'm an explorer, or
Oh
they'll
my God.
say something like which will not define their identity. Here, job is becoming our identity, and that's the problem. If you do not have a stamp of working in Microsoft, Apple, Nvidia, are you a failure? No, I feel it. In Athens also, there are people who are there from last 10, 12, 15 years, and they're contributing, and they're enjoying their life. They love coming to work every day. They love to train student. They love to place student. I was talking to one of your co-founder here.
Yeah.
She was telling me our approach or our attitude is not to compete with our competitor. They are way behind, and we are not looking at the numbers. We are looking at the people, and the intent for in people, investing in people and placing them at the right place.
Yeah.
So numbers, we can't have like low number quality and low fees and then attract more people. No, we will attract people who can make it, and they invest and they love it. So if you love it, I don't think country will decide. And if you really have aspirations, I'm sure there's opportunity, like a lot of on-site opportunities in the company. Based on the company appetite, they'll send you on-site. If you want to try, you can go outside. If you have money to support, you can do MS there, some IT courses, and then you can be part of their वो वहाँ पर आप जाके कर सकते हो.
All right. Okay. एक और एक डाउट सर जो बहुत ज़्यादा लोग मुझसे पूछते हैं, एंड दे हैव दिस कन्फ्यूजन अ लॉट प्रमोशंस के बारे में, कि प्रमोशंस आज के टाइम पे कैसे हो रहे हैं. आर दे हैपनिंग जस्ट बिकॉज दैट चापलूसी काइंड ऑफ थिंग? आई नो इट इज़ अ वेरी इंडियन काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चन, यू माइट not have a recent experience with these kind of things, but I'm just asking because I'm
इंडिया में कम
curious.
होता है,
अच्छा,
बाहर ज़्यादा
बाहर
होता है.
ज़्यादा होता है. Oh my God, I want to know
बाहर
this.
बहुत होता है, और ये मिसकंसेप्शन है सिर्फ इंडिया में होता है. नो, यूएई इज दुबई का जो कल्चर है, इट्स नॉट इजी टू सर्वाइव इन दुबई वर्क कल्चर.
Okay.
इट इज टफेस्ट काइंड ऑफ कल्चर दे हैव. एंड 5-10% होता है, मान लो कि 5-10% होता है, इंटरनल पॉलिटिक्स होगा, फेवरेटिज्म होगा,
हाँ.
आपके ग्रुप के लोग को लिया जाएगा, या आपके साथ पहले काम किया तो आपको आगे बढ़ाएंगे, ठीक है. बट दैट्स ओनली 5-10%. I have to, like, I want to say this, need to focus on the larger picture. एक बड़े बोर्ड पे व्हाइट बोर्ड को देखना, उसके डॉट को नहीं देखना. So 100 लोगों का प्रमोशन हो रहा है, that doesn't mean that 100 people have some connections here and there. No, flattering से होता है, ऐसे भी नहीं है. You need to have a good bond, of course, at workplace. Not only with your boss or manager, but your all the people like your peer group, your stakeholder. They should talk great about you. That is how. And the great part about Microsoft and Amazon, they do 360-degree kind of evaluation before they promote someone. So it's not easy to get promote in these. I got 2-3 promotions in Amazon, one in Microsoft. But how it happened to very structured, great way, because there's a story you have to tell, and promotion happens not with the connections. Connection you can build it. I did not had any connection in corporate. मेरा कौन था Amazon में, Microsoft में, कोई नहीं था. In my family, no one worked in corporate. I'm the only one in the entire family of 200 people we have. So there, no one worked in corporate. I'm the only one who started and worked in Amazon and Microsoft. But I feel for any promotion, your journey, your readiness is important.
Right. Again, coming back to the hiring part, when you sit on the either side of the table, what you look into the candidate, like what kind of qualities you are, mention any 5 which you think are most important while you are interviewing anybody.
I feel the first thing is the mindset.
Yeah, you mentioned earlier.
I would call transformation mindset. If this person is, if I'm hiring you, Devanshi, so I will look at if I'm hiring her, what transformation she can bring and what she has done. So you need to have an example that, okay, with some other company you worked for or podcast you have done in before, like this is like value add I have added. So I feel that, okay, this value add will be helpful for my company to transform something. That's one key point. So one is your transformation mindset. Second is about your confidence. Third is about your communication, but not that I'm looking for only kind of both hi-fi English type, right? If your communication making sense, if you're talking sense, थोड़ा मेरे को उसमें से कुछ सच में ऐसा relatable लग रहा है, तो that like a third thing I would say. Fourth thing is fire in the belly, your zeal.
Okay, all right.
So your zeal, there should be fire inside you that, okay, you want to contribute, you want to add value, and you have to take a driver's seat. Ultimately, your career is in your hand. Right. Your mentor can sit beside you, manager can guide you, but you have to drive the car, right? You have to take the charge of it. And fifth thing is about your ambition. How ambitious you are, and how you can do like things. For me, my career aspiration was like the top priority. And then in universe worked towards it, like when I
where there's will there's way. All right, okay. One more thing which is very much related to HRs are layoffs.
Yeah,
because जैसे hiring का mail भेजती है HR या भेजता है HR, similarly layoffs का mail भी HR team की तरफ से ही जाता है. So I want to know what kind of scenario is behind these kind of tables. क्या चल रहा होता है उस टाइम पे, ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस को पता होता है क्या, एंड एम्प्लॉयज को पता होता है क्या कि दे आर गोइंग टू गेट लेड ऑफ, बट दे इग्नोर इट.
Layoffs are very common, unfortunately, right now. पहले 10 साल पहले ऐसा था नहीं. People were worried about salaries पहले. Layoffs ऐसे common नहीं होता था. Now it's very common. And big companies have big disadvantages also. So Oracle ने 30,000 employee को एक email में fire किया.
And that
they did not look at the tenure, what this person have contributed, how much tenure and blood and sweat this person have Oracle को build करने के लिए. 6 o'clock morning में email and you laid off, and there is no converse. Bad part is the good layoffs. Good means the handshakes. You need to have a conversation with the employee and have empathy when you do it. So layoffs are very unfortunate events, but that's part of the life. But होता है buzz में आपको when layoffs are happening, you need to be conscious what is happening in surrounding. आप सिर्फ आओगे, आप डेवलपर हो और आप आओगे, आपका काम करोगे, घर जाओगे. That's not how it works. When you enter office, you need to know business में क्या चल रहा है, financials क्या हो रहे हैं, quarterly results कैसे लग रहे हैं, और फिर silently आपका जो leadership होता है पहले पहले वो रोड मैप देगा कि
Hmm.
नेक्स्ट रोड मैप ये है, इतने क्लाइंट है, बट सडनली वो स्टॉप हो जाएगा. रोड मैप नहीं रहेगा, विजन नहीं रहेगा, टाउन हॉल्स का फ्रीक्वेंसी कम होगा, ऊपर का जो बिजनेस जो ये होता है एक्सको टीम होता है, वहाँ से लोग निकलेंगे, तो आपको पता होना चाहिए कि समथिंग इज हैपनिंग देयर. एंड वो चीज़ें कभी पता होती कभी नहीं होती, बट यू वुड नो इफ यू पे अटेंशन टू दीज नुआंसेस कि यहाँ पे ये हो रहा है. एंड इवन इन योर डिपार्टमेंट, एंड देयर इज वन मोर मिसकंसेप्शन कि हायरिंग एचआर से होता है और ले ऑफ फायरिंग भी होता है. ये बहुत बड़ा मिसकंसेप्शन है.
Okay.
Yeah. HR is not decision maker. We are just an enzyme, or we are just a kind of interface. So we accelerate things, we support business, we fuel them with hiring, headcount, capability building. Yes, सब कुछ हम करते हैं. But we don't work for, we are a people or HR, but we work for business. So decisions are made, hiring के भी business से होते हैं, layoff का भी business से ही होता है. It is just that वो department HR का है जो पूरा आपकी फॉर्मेलिटीज कंप्लीट करेगा, फुनल फाइनल देगा और पूरा सपोर्ट करेगा. दे डोंट गेट इन्वॉल्व. जो डर्टी हैंड्स होते हैं वो एचआर के होते हैं, बट एचआर दे डोंट टेक डिसीजंस, दे हेल्प बिजनेस टू टेक डिसीजंस.
सारी गालियां एचआर को ही पड़ती है लास्ट. इट्स अ बिटर ट्रूथ ऑफ लाइफ. ऑलराइट सर, लेट्स टॉक अबाउट प्रेजेंट.
श्योर.
क्या कर रहे हैं सर अभी लाइफ में?
अभी तो आई एम फोकस, आई वांट टू, so I'm almost like in 40s now. So next 5 years, I want to focus on the new era where everyone's talking about AI. I'm very, so I want to tag myself as an AI enthusiast and an entrepreneur. So,
entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Again,
so,
a new journey, sir.
Yeah. So so I'm an angel investor. So I do a lot of interest I have in stock market and
All right.
AMCs and all. But now I want to focus on AI part. So next 5 years, I'm giving myself, like, last 5 years was like priority was the career and aspiration. So now I'm doing the same thing with AI. So I have to learn it from scratch. So I know about all the AI integration and everything now. But inside AI and what will be the future of AI. So I want to become a kind of an AI enthusiast. Wow. To teach people through the journey. And for that, I need to get prepared and first learn through it. So next 5 years dedicated for AI.
All right. And what about Flywire? You're currently like a global director for that.
Yes. I was actually. I left Flywire Corporation.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'll be starting my journey again very soon. Next month. I'm just evaluating some options and I'll be joining there. So once I go there, then I'll have more kind of stuff to do. But that's like something. And for people who are listening also and watching this, I think for them, it's important you always go with the river flow. Do not swim against the river. No, in corporate it doesn't work like that.
Okay.
So civil services में work होगा, people will salute you कि आप कुछ अलग कर रहे हो, लेकिन corporate में नहीं होता है. Corporate में अगर एक flow पे जा रहा है ना, पहले क्या हो रहा था, Hadoop आया, big data, data science, people learned it. MIS था, WFM था, now it merged to the data, we call it data analytics. So great field data analytics में बहुत opportunities है. Then now it's coming to AI, Gen AI आएगा, agentic AI आएगा, quantum आएगा. There are a lot of things are happening there. So you need to equip yourself with these things. But India में क्या है ना, maximum time we focus on learning, adopting skills, certification हो गया certification हो. We have to work on how we execute that, how we implement that. Small thing, but how we implement that. Yeah. That is how we should learn about it. So ये थोड़ा सा रिवर के इसमें जाते हैं हमारे लोग. एंड रिजेक्शन इज नॉट अ लॉन्ग टर्म थिंग, इट्स अ टेम्पररी फेज. बट इफ यू सी दैट ओके दिस इज समथिंग, मेरे इंटरव्यू में मेरे को पाइथन चाहिए था, आई कम टू इंस्टीट्यूट एंड डू पाइथन एंड गो बैक, इट विल नॉट वर्क. ऑफ कोर्स इट विल ऐड वैल्यू डेफिनेटली, कि ये जो स्किल सेट है वो जॉब के लिए ज़रूरी है जो आप सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलप करने वाले हो. बट एग्जीक्यूशन एंड हाउ यू वांट टू इम्प्लीमेंट, वो जब आप बताओगे देन it will. And lot of people मेरे जो फ्रेंड्स हैं इन डेवलपमेंट, सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपमेंट, इंजीनियरिंग में बड़े पोस्ट पे हैं, दे आर नॉट ग्रेट इंस्टीट्यूट से पढ़े नहीं हो, कुछ भी आईआईटी वगैरह या बड़े कॉलेजेस से या कुछ ऐसे नहीं किया, दे आर एवरेज स्टूडेंट, बट जो उन्होंने सीखा है उसको एग्जीक्यूट ढंग से किया।
ऑलराइट, सो हैविंग दैट मिथ कि एनआईटी, आईआईटी, एमआईटी से ही पढ़े, आईआईएम से ही पढ़े हुए लोग दे कैन ओनली डू इट।
I hired lot of people in Amazon. I used to go to IITs. हम IIM में भी गए हैं, हमने कैंपस हायरिंग की है, हमने फुलफिलमेंट सेंटर के लिए अमेजोन के बहुत से ऑफिसेस के लिए हमने हायरिंग की है। इट्स जस्ट अ डिग्री, आपको थोड़ा सा बम्प मिलेगा, आपकी कॉलेज आपको प्लेसमेंट ऑफर करेगी क्योंकि आपने कॉलेज को भी बहुत पैसा दिया है। अभी आप आई एम करोगे, IIM कोलकाता, अहमदाबाद में जाओगे, आपको 30-40 लाख लगेंगे। पुम्बा से करोगे 5 लाख में हो जाएगा, और थोड़ा टीयर 2 कॉलेज से करोगे तो 2 लाख में हो जाएगा, बट दे विल नॉट ऑफर यू प्लेसमेंट। जब 30 लाख उन्होंने लिया है आपसे और 30 लाख की जॉब दे रहे हैं, एवरेज मैंने अगर हायर की है लोग को, मैंने 15-20-30 लाख की ऑफर दी है उनको। देयर आई एम, तो जो आपने दिया है कॉलेज को वो आपको रिटर्न मिल गया, जस्ट अपॉर्चुनिटी, बट दैट्स नॉट एन, मतलब वो भी इजी नहीं है, यू हैव टू अपीयर फॉर कैट एंड लॉट ऑफ प्रिपरेशन एंड स्टफ लाइक दैट। बट ऐसे नहीं है, जहाँ पे जो मेरे को ऐसे लगता है आपकी सर्वाइवल और जो सराउंडिंग में आप रहते हो, यू कैन चेंज इट व्हेन यू हैव अ पावर टू चेंज इट। अभी आप वो जगह पे हो ही नहीं, आपने कैट मिस कर दिया है या जैसे भी हो, अभी आप वहाँ से कैसे एक्सेल करना है, दैट्स लाइक समथिंग यू नीड टू लाइक।
कॉलेजेस, डिग्रीज, ये
यू कांट चेंज ना। अभी एक ग्रेजुएट बंदा है, वो जाके वापस ट्रिपल जी और वो एनआईटी या आईआईटी करेगा क्या? नहीं, अभी तो ग्रेजुएट हो गया ना। अब यहाँ से मेरे को कैसे एक्सेल करना है, दैट इज व्हाट इज इम्पोर्टेंट।
द प्लेस यू आर स्टैंडिंग राइट नाउ, योर रोड मैप फ्रॉम दैट एग्जैक्ट लोकेशन शुड बी बिल्ड।
करेक्ट,
ऑलराइट, दैट्स अ वेरी ग्रेट इनसाइट, आई वुड से। सर, मुझे बहुत मजा आया आपसे बात करके, ऑनेस्टली। मतलब मैं बहुत सारे लोगों से बात करती हूँ, बट फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू आर वेरी हम्बल, हैविंग सच अ ग्रेट experience and still being on ground, it's a very big deed, I would say. सब में नहीं होता है, आप में है, and fortunately I'm happy to have you as my guest. Thank you very much for the insights. Sure. And all the very best. आने वाले 5 साल और 50 साल अच्छे से जाएं आपके।
Thank you so much.
That's what my wish is. Keep on adding badges like big companies to your and I would love to see your own brand someday, and we can stay connected.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, sir. If anybody want to connect to sir for some guidance, we will link his LinkedIn ID. Do connect with him, ask your doubts. He has been a great leader since a long time, and he can really help you, guide you wherever you are stuck. So do connect him on LinkedIn if you need to. And so just thankful and grateful.
Thank you so much.
All the very best.
Thank you for having me here. Thank you.